Good morning again. Here we are doing our math lesson for the day, and this is a really fun one. I really enjoy this math lesson because we get to make up some stories and use some creative thinking as we are doing math. So we get to combine math with a really fun creative picture and some stories. So I'm glad that you're joining us. We have done this before. Last week we started this unit and we did this job before, but today we're going to do it a little bit differently. So I'm glad that you're here with us so that we can do this job together. All right, I'm going to start by pulling up my work mat at the same time. I want to make sure that you can see all the things that we are working on together at the same time. I should have gotten this organized a second ago. All right, if you do not have a work mat that looks like mine, then you can get a piece of paper or something like that that you can write on, because that will work just the same. If you're here in class with me, I want to see your work mat on the floor in front of you, and I want to see you facing towards the board so that you can see what it is that we're working on. And we're going to get it organized so that you can see all three things here in class just the way that you can see them at home, okay? So I've got all three pieces here for you to see together. Oh no, there we go. Let's try it like that. That works. Okay, so we've got our work mat, we've got our page that was going to help us to tell math stories, and you can see Mrs. Jolliffe. So we are set to go. All right, friends, I'm going to do the first math story, and you're going to draw a picture representation on your work mat today that matches my math story. If I say in my story that I see 3 ducks, are you actually going to draw ducks, or are you going to draw circles to represent ducks? Circles, because it's so much faster and easier. So you're not going to actually draw ducks, or you're not actually going to draw trees. You're going to draw circles to represent that item because it's really fast. Okay, here we go. I went for a walk in the park and I saw 5 birds flying in the sky. Then I saw 4 more birds flying in the sky. Oh, I'm looking for a friend, maybe you at home, who can tell me the story I just told. Oh, I'm looking around and I see some friends who are waiting for me. They are not drawing on their markers with their markers yet. They are just waiting. If you are one of those friends who is not using their markers yet, thanks for following directions, because we didn't say anything about that yet. Looking for a friend who can retell my story. Yes. I was walking in the park, and what did I see?
4 birds.
I saw 5 birds, and then what did I see?
4 birds.
And then I saw 4 more birds. Oh, I'm wondering if I can have a friend tell me if this is an addition or subtraction story. Yes. Is it an addition or subtraction story? Addition. How did you know it was an addition story? Okay, let me help you walk through this really quick. I saw some, and then I saw some more. Did I get more, or did some go away? I got more, so that's how we know it's an addition story. Let's draw a picture that goes with that story. I'll say it as we draw. Here we go. I was walking in the park and I saw 5 birds. Remember, we're drawing circles for birds instead of drawing birds, because that would take a lot longer. So I have 5 birds. I already know that this is an addition story, so I know I'm not going to be crossing anything out. But when I do an addition story, I kind of like to leave a little space right here between my 2 groups of objects. So my first group was 5. Another thing that you might do that I just saw one of my friends here in class doing is they drew a break apart stick. That's a really good idea, to draw a break apart stick after that first group. So we had 5 birds, and then we saw 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm looking for a friend in class who can write the expression that goes with our picture. I want you to write that expression right underneath here so that we can see the expression that goes with the picture. I'm going to have somebody come up and show this on the screen so that you can see what they're working on. Remember, an expression has to have the numbers, so a number for each group of objects, and it also has to have a plus sign or a minus sign to represent the picture. So I'm looking for a friend who has their picture and the expression. The picture and the expression. Am I looking for an equation or an expression?
Expression.
Expression. I don't need to see an equal sign yet. I just want to see the expression. I'm going to put my mask on while my friends are up here close. All right. This is what one of my friends did here in the classroom, and I'm going to have him explain what his thinking was. Go ahead and use your math talk and tell me about the picture. Tell me what's going on over here.
5 birds
There were 5 birds
and 4 more.
and 4 more. So tell me about what their expression is. How does it match your picture? How come you put this number on this side?
Because there's 5 birds
Okay, so the 5 represents the 5 birds.
and there's 4 birds.
And there was 4 over here, so you drew a 4. And then tell me about this right here. Did you use a plus sign or a minus sign?
Plus
A plus sign. How come you used a plus sign?
because 5 plus 4
Because are we doing an addition or subtraction story?
addition.
An addition story. Nice job, Ben. Gone. Okay. Thank you for checking. All right. He did a great job of telling us about his story and the expression that goes with his picture. He wrote a 5 on this side, and then we knew that we were doing an addition story, so he put a plus sign where that break apart stick is. And then he put a 4 over here. If I was going to turn it into an equation, what could I do to turn this into an equation? Yes. I would add an equal sign over here. That's one way. What else would I need if I wanted to complete the equation? Yes. What would I put right over here? The number, the total number. Raise your hand if you know, kindergarten. What is that number, the total number of birds? Everybody, what number? 9. What is a strategy that I could use to find out how many birds I have all together? Yes. I could count my objects. That's a great way to do that. I could count. We could also count on, and that's what I'm going to do today. I know that I have 5 on this side, so I don't need to count those because I already know that I have 5. So I'm going to start with 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 5 plus 4 equals 9. Great job. Let's erase it. We're going to do one more. We only have time for one more. Oh, I love how my kindergarten friends in class are being listeners today. They are not talking out when it's not their turn. They are being mathematicians. They're working so hard. And I'm hoping that you are working hard with us at home as well. News story. I was walking in the park and I saw 2 kids playing. 2 kids playing. And then one went home. I saw 2 kids playing on the swings, and then one went home. Oh, if you are not marking on your board yet, thanks for waiting because we're going to have a talk about it first. I need to know before I start drawing my picture if this is an addition or subtraction story. Let's do this with our fingers to help us to know if this is an addition or subtraction story. Are you ready? I saw 2 kids playing on the swings. And then one kid went home. Did I get more or did some go away?
Some go away.
Some went away. So is this an addition or subtraction story?
Subtraction.
Yes, so I have 2 kids, but one went home. How many are left? Freeze. Think about it in your self-talk. Now we're going to draw our picture. I'm not going to draw my picture with you. I want to see what you know. So as I say the story, I want you to draw the picture. Here we go. I saw 2 children playing on the swings. Go ahead and draw those children as circles. Remember, we're going to use circles to represent those children. So draw 2 circles to represent the 2 children in the picture or in the story. I saw 2 children playing on the swings, and then one went home. How do I represent that in my picture? If I have 2 and then one went home, how would I represent that in my picture? Yes.
You can cross one out.
You can cross one out. I'm going to show you a picture that I'm kind of confused about. Maybe my kindergarten friends can help me to figure out what's going on here. So I had a friend in my class that did this. The story said, I have 2 friends playing on the swing, and then one went home. I'm kind of puzzled, like Puzzled Penguin. Can someone help me to edit my picture so that I can fix it? Yes. How? Say it really loud for me. I could. That's a strategy I could use to find out how many are left. But I'm wondering, is my picture correct or not correct?
Not correct.
Okay, what's wrong with my picture? What do I need to do to fix my... Okay, so here's a question for you. When I'm doing the story, did I start with 3 children or did I start with 2 children?
2.
Oh, so I don't need a 3rd circle. I can't have 3 circles. I did not have 3 children. I only had 2 children. So there were 2 children playing on the swings. Am I okay so far? Okay, I'm gonna have a friend come up and finish this picture for me. She's bringing her tray for me, or her math board. Awesome. Can you tell me what you did?
I had 1 and 2.
You had 2 children? Okay.
And then one went away.
And then one went away. So what did you do to show that it went away?
Crossed it out.
That's really smart. Kindergarten friends, agree or disagree? I agree as well. Thanks for doing that. Now, can you borrow my marker and can you write the expression that matches your picture? How many did we have first?
2.
Very smart. Now, did I get more or did I take one away?
Take one away.
So what sign do I need to write right here to show that I took one away? Very smart. How many did I take away?
2.
Look at your picture. How many did you cross out?
1.
1. Very smart. Are we done? Did we write an expression? We did. Awesome job. Thank you, friend. You can take your math board with you. All right. In my story, I had 2. 1 went home. So my expression reads 2 minus 1. That's my expression. How can I turn this into an equation? What can I do to make this into an equation? Do you know? What should I add right here? 2 minus 1, and then what goes right here? An equal sign. Super smart. Kindergarten friends, when I try to find out how many are left, do I count both circles or only the circle that is not crossed out?
Only the circle that is not crossed out.
Only the circle that's not crossed out. I do not count both of them. I count only the ones that are not crossed out. How many do you see? Get ready.
1.
1. There is only 1 that is not crossed out. Read the equation with me. Here we go. 2 minus 1 equals 1. I would love for you to pause this video, and at home you can make up your own addition and subtraction stories. If you are doing this right along with us, I would love for you to share pictures in the comment or even comments about your expressions or equations that you are making at home. Thanks for joining us.